Hello, Delilah. I've got your 5.02 program here. I looked at your template. You answered some questions at the bottom. Most of them. You didn't answer all of them. And there's no pseudocode, which is a shame because this one's a real simple pseudocode. Uh, Quote, convert it to ASCII, print it, convert it back from ASCII, print it. 5 lines of pseudocode. That one's pretty simple. But so you turned it in as a zip file. So I have your zip file. So I've copied and pasted it into idle. Let's take a look at it here. Now, this is how it was saved on the zip file. I don't know if this is how it was when you wrote it, but it's almost lost all of its indentation. So I'll have to fix that because I know it's not going to work right now because all of these lines should be indented. So what does it do? Give me a line 11. So let's go ahead and fix all the indentation first. Okay, so now it's got, for some reason, it doesn't like this line. All the way to the end. Does it have a bracket on the other end or anything? Yes, it does. Is it missing? I don't see it missing a comma or anything anywhere where we got a big number or something crazy. Okay, I don't know why a line 11 is giving an error. It could be another line that's doing that. But let's go look at the code ahead of this. So you got this message. Boom. Then you created an empty list, and there's a print statement that says this is the message. So right now, I'm going to put just a hashtag on line 11 and see what that does with the error. Okay, so that does something different. It gives me something different. It prints this. This is the message right there. And then we have a local variable m referenced before assignment on line 9. So you have code message dot append ord m. Okay, if that comes from our lesson 5.02, that's part of a loop. You didn't put the loop there. There should be for m in message. And then, because that is a append command, which says add this to my list. And since m wasn't defined, it doesn't know which character you're wanting to add. Right? Because m would be just like a number. Add the third character, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. It would be adding the space. But you have to have that as part of a loop. So it'll go through every character one by one for m in message. And message is the name of the quote. So that tells it how many times to loop. Go through this until you run out of characters. So now it should go through and add each character to the list, but you didn't have the loop that it needed to be part of in your code there. Let's see if that fixed our error. Oh, okay. That got the list to work because now it went through the loop, and when we printed code message, it's all there now. So we were missing something there. And then we have an integer is required on line 15. And now you have the loop down here to go the other direction. That's where we need message. Let me see if I take this back out now, if that fixes where this is not a problem. Nope, now it has bad input on line 12, which is still this. I don't know. I wonder if it's because you used the same name you had up here, and now we're changing it to a list. Let's change this to ASCII message, just to give it something new and see if that still creates an error. And then you would change this to ASCII message because let's try that. No, it still doesn't like line 12 for some reason. I wonder if there's an indentation problem. Nope. Okay, let me look through this real closely. ASCII message. Oh, this could be a problem right here. You put 08. Let's change that to just 8 because that's the same number. That could be our error right there. So let's run the program. Oh, it doesn't give us an error now. So is your, you put this print statement after you printed the new message. I'm guessing you want to move this after it. All right, let's run that again. Yeah, the encoded messages. So did you just do all these little funny characters? Is that what all these ASCII code is, or is this doing it wrong? It looks like you just printed a bunch of just random stuff. Okay, well, you're supposed to decode the ASCII. Now you decoded ASCII, but it doesn't say anything. It has a bunch of really odd characters. I need to look those up and see if that's what's going on. But 88, 928. I don't know, because some of these look like it's not doing it properly, because you don't have the same two numbers in a row, but it's got the same two characters in a row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, those are spaces, or is that that's maybe a tab? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But I'll tell you, you don't even need this line, because you have a whole list of ASCII right here. It's saved in code message, because you created that up here, code message. So if you go for M in code message, now it will go through this list of ASCII and decode it. Let's run it. Oh, there it is. The decoded message is, my mother always told me, when you find one person in the world whose weirdness matches your own, keep them close. And there's a space to start. So that's why it has a space right there too, because 32 is a space. So that's fine. So yeah, you didn't even need the other line. You just needed to decode what you already encoded in ASCII. And that 08, it was really weird that 08 created a problem. It didn't want a 0 in front of it. So it just, I don't know, something weird there. But anyway, it just had a couple of little things that we needed to fix. You didn't put the loop to be able to convert everything to ASCII. And so that's probably why you tried to just create your own ASCII here, so that you had something to decode, because you wasn't getting the list here originally. So just a couple of small things overall. But all right, I'll get this graded. We'll see you in class. I'll get this feedback to you.